Yeah.
Is it disrespectful?
Over swapping out my AirPods and shit.
To say your grace over leftovers?
Is it? Man, shit.
Is it disrespectful to God to say your grace?
My official answer, I want to say it's not disrespectful to God, because God wants to show prayers anyway. God wants to be exalted and asked, sought after. I don't think it's disrespectful. Now, is it overkill that we do it every single time? Perhaps. I don't think it's disrespectful.
I ain't gonna lie, it depends on how hungry I forget.
I will go ahead and start eating.
I sure meant to bless that food. Thank you, Lord. I sure meant to.
We'll be forgetting sometimes.
I mean, I just be wondering. Somebody asked me that a long time ago, and I was like, never really thought about that. If you think about it, it's like God already blessed that for you. When you the day before, you said the blessing of it.
I don't think about it like damn, like
Nah,
niggas eat Thanksgiving leftovers like a mug, but like you just get that shit out the microwave, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
I asked that shit, like I ain't even go first. So
I said a blessing. This food has been
about 2-3.
food has been cleansed.
Well,
Got
get
the
y'all
opposite
kids,
going.
man. Get y'all kids.
Hey! Shut up!
And with that being said, we want to welcome y'all back to another episode of the podcast. This your boy Young Silk. This my guy right here, J24,000. Y'all should know what's going on by now. Never tell to the left of me, you feel me? Can't be no to the left of him, you feel me? Got down and to the left of him is, you know what I'm saying, the O2 lit man himself, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Matt just coming back to kick it, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But shit, I ain't gonna front. That was an interesting question, kind of. I make you think, but it's like at the same time, I'll be on some shit like,
Petty as God.
don't. Yeah, for real. Like,
Nah, I'm gonna take the blessing back since you keep asking me about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was blessed it already.
I blessed it yesterday.
You blessed this food. You can. Alright,
That's why I'm making a little sauce.
Something.
Cake soggy first.
But no, boy. Like I was thinking about it, like, boy, that's just like when your mama used to ask you, like, you already thinking in your head, I need to get up and go and wash these dishes. And they bust in, hey, get up and go wash them. I don't want to do it anymore. Like, because I was in the mood like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah,
like, that's just like
I really was about to watch these dishes.
That's whole energy just.
that's different.
Like, I don't
The
think
rest
that's
of my
what I'm talking about like that. You feel me?
Yeah, it's like I was about to do it, but since you bothered me, I ain't even gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it like graduate now.
You have to move.
I'm gonna have to do it.
I'm like hell anything. Anytime I was about to do something and somebody say something about it, it's like, all right, I don't. Now suddenly
feel like
I have less gumption to do it
Exactly, because
than I previously did. Definitely.
We like this shot, but y'all know what's going on. We gotta be watching the game. But man, listen. As far as local, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Before we even get into that, how y'all boys doing, man?
Man, we chilling. Cool.
Same old with me, man.
We helped out.
Fucking tired.
What?
And we wanted to help our homegirl move earlier.
It's a tired ass episode.
That's how you know you got boy.
Long couple of days. They've been on the road a lot for work. Yeah, helping Paige.
If you know you my true friend, ask me to help you move. So 9 times
I'm
out of
trying
10,
to
they
know,
know.
bro. Like,
She the only one can ask me that early.
Canada told me no.
Nigga, I know you told me no.
Cam came one time, but shit, I asked that nigga about coming back. Brother,
Hey man,
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You don't know the rules, my guy? I'll see you some numbers.
I look like a nigga that's built for fucking.
Ask man to help you move a mattress. He like, you know what? I can't even.
This is man got shit going outside. You want help a mattress?
But I understood
I
it.
helped this man move a mattress before. Man.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's off air comment. That was a very wild time.
Bro, I helped that nigga move a mattress from one side of town to the other side of town. Literally on top of his damn car.
He ain't had no little ratchet nothing. He just
riding from the south to the pool
and back again.
holding on to that shit.
Yeah.
Why this nigga
That just made me think about that picture of that girl got that holding that TV sitting in the trunk type of shit. Like, y'all seen that picture? Man, girl, got that. I think niggas had like a 60, 70 inch TV because old girl was holding the trunk with one hand and holding the TV with the other hand.
Shit.
Nigga Matt was driving the holder with one hand and I'm on the other side of that shit.
Well, I'm about to get a ticket.
Right?
Oh, man.
Let's get it off. Clicking a ticket, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, we straight.
Little tired. Other than that, nothing major. Same old.
What you been up to?
Man, had 3 workouts today. Did 3 yesterday. Long work week.
SSE.
Yeah, I work on shit.
Yeah,
I'm
it
tired
is.
of shit. That shit is showing right now, but I'm tired of shit. I ain't gonna hold
Let me
it.
show my face, right?
I'm
I
tired
can
of
see it now. It's on my face.
But, shit, everything good, you know what I'm saying? Family good, everybody good, goddamn. I seen in the news the other day. Yo, what's up, brother?
That's what I got going on.
What's going What
We gonna see, goddamn. We lit live and low.
Let's go for a record.
Anyway,
That work going to I am.
Yeah.
The work showing.
They're not gonna understand that.
Inside. That's the clip right there.
Boy, what?
Oh shit.
But nah,
Y'all got sick.
damn. I was looking at, I was on Facebook the other day, and white people were in an uproar because
What now?
well, that boy Melvin Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, told them folks goddamn there was gonna be some changes to St. Patty's Day.
Oh, don't tell them that. Not the ones that's around.
You know what I'm saying? So,
What, they gotta clean up again or something?
man, basically he was saying no on-street permits, which would prohibit any event activity in public right-of-way festivity area. You know what I'm saying? No out-of-town motor coach permits. Parade itself would have 25% fewer entries this year. I guess they're trying to limit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Scale the shit back.
Yeah, really scale it back and try to keep all the drunkenness in one area.
Man,
instead
good
of
luck with that.
Oh yeah.
These boys don't need no
Oh, them folks already. Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why them folks on Facebook scratching like.
The week before, brother, like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
That shit ain't.
And he was saying, you know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't taking no folks in.
He wanted to make it a little more kid friendly, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you'll do that. I don't know, but if you from out of town and you listen in Savannah, we probably #1 in the nation as far as St. Patrick's Day parades and festivities. You know what I'm saying? Alright, brother. But as far as the festivities and all that goes, you feel me? Savannah is #1 for St. Patrick's Day. Like, we have a lot of tourists coming from all over.
I've never even understood it. Like, do we have a big Irish presence here or something?
People just come out of town. They hear about it. It's like New Orleans, like Mardi Gras, like everybody come out of town.
It's damn near like a little brother to Mardi Gras. But that is a good question because I never really thought about that shit. Like,
I don't know Irish people.
I mean,
I don't think too many O'Shaughnessy.
I don't, you know, not.
O'Shaughnessy.
Yeah, I don't know. So, but he's gonna definitely catch up about that. But that's what they get because they always be like in the talk shit when them boys used to do
Orange Crush.
Yup, on the beach and shit. Get them boys hell, but whenever them folks did what it was called beach bomb or whatever the little shit they used to do down
They
there.
had their own day?
It was something.
Something
Something that was some little it wasn't called beach bomb. The little something like basically.
We wouldn't know because we would.
I'm about to say something.
Orange,
This
this
was
was
not
old
freaky.
shit. This was old shit. I don't even know if this was still going on once we got older, but it's definitely something they used to have down there. It's basically the same concept. They be down there getting fucked up, big beach party, super drunk. Yeah, very lit. But and they leave the beach fucked up afterwards because they be trying to say like, oh, Orange Press, they trash the beach. Like, so do y'all when y'all go out there and turn up too in large numbers. So, but anyway,
Y'all was fucking with St. Patrick's Day?
hell no. Last time I probably went down to St. Patrick's Day might have been my brother was still alive, and I think Matt was even with us. Yeah, like, that was a wild night. I was
By the
like,
grace of God, we got home. I
I
don't.
was probably like 16.
Man, my nigga, you was drinking?
Yeah.
It was.
Hey, nah,
I'm dead in his
like
face.
shit, like,
Damn, my nigga.
Officer. Yeah, no, that was forever.
Man,
That
you.
was like 2012.
I said I'm gonna start setting up to do for St. Patrick's Day, right? Some type of black activity, so niggas ain't got.
What you gonna call it?
Shit.
Say Blatrick Day?
All right, you start with it, something like that, maybe along the lines of it. But
Then I just trademark.
Say Blatrick Day.
Blatrick Day.
Well, we gotta do our research when that day come to find out what's really the ties and why we so popular for this shit.
Right.
Right.
Sure.
That is true.
And if you got them a listener, you know what I'm saying? If you follow the Pope, if you're a Popecaster, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? A Pope partner, and you know why, fuck with us, enlighten us, you feel me? Educate us on this, cause we really don't fucking know.
It don't matter where is Ireland from, like, it's in ocean and shit. I don't know. Like, that's a very good question. Now I think about it. My phone on the charger. Nobody ever
Don't know.
Nobody ever thought about it.
I
But
have no idea.
you know what I'm saying? In other news, besides that, I seen something the other day on Twitter, and it was saying that for 200,000, you can get your body cryonically frozen and be brought back to life. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cryonic.
X amount of years after, and that's basically, you know what I'm saying, freezing yourself.
Why would I want to come after this shithole after I finally get away from it?
My thing is, how you
Trying to
gonna
process
read like
it.
somebody's spirit?
if you already dying, like you bring it back and be dying again at some point.
If you can even bring it back,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Like,
more of just how body.
Once
works.
I have transitioned,
What the fuck?
I don't want nobody trying to bring me back. All right, leave me alone.
And I'm thinking about it like shit. I was just talking to my daddy, and today Tom Brady retired. My daddy was a big Patriots fan. He still is a Patriots fan. I ain't gonna front on him. Why? But,
They're winners.
You still a word too.
I was.
Oh, you did with Tom?
Yeah. I did with the goat.
Man,
So you just a
Like
free,
Ron.
you just a free agent fan, huh?
Yeah, like Braun, yeah.
Damn, that's how I felt when Allen Iverson retired for a while, and then I started fucking with KD. All right, go ahead, my bad.
But shit, Tom Brady retired today. You feel me? He had a good career. I ain't gonna hold it. Nothing but respect for him. But I was telling Pops, you know what I'm saying? Damn, my nigga, you getting old, but like if you ain't already old, you feel me? Like you getting it. Like everybody you done watch play,
Thanks, son.
done retired. Like
And then probably wouldn't even cry after you told me.
oh shit, I hope not. But it's like I'm like damn, my nigga. Like Tom Brady gone. Shit, his other favorite player was Tim Duncan. He a Spurs fan. You feel me? So I'm like, cause you really. I was about to say yeah.
All the niggas
like.
That nigga been going about it.
Tim Duncan.
Tom Brady like 44.
I what I'm saying, boy. So
I didn't realize he played 20 years.
and then it's like I'm thinking about it, like boy,
And then like
all this shit that we got now, like this technology that we didn't have when we was younger. Cause you talking about you come back after being dead for 20, 30 years. You feel me? This shit gonna be.
You have no
Like-
idea.
like-
yeah, you don't even know what's gonna be like.
Yeah, like you don't know what the
Corona
how
up.
you gonna adjust? like how you gonna
God.
adjust to that shit? Honestly.
You talking about Corona?
We gonna have so many different pandemics by then.
What, bro?
Ain't no telling we gonna probably be aliens or
That's
something.
that job they be saying. They was doing the Walt
Something
Disney.
like
Ain't it? The one y'all said that already?
Yeah.
Jay said that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, allegedly they were doing that to Walt Disney.
Yeah. I've been hearing that for
Said he
like
froze his
a long
brain or some
time.
shit.
In what year? They're saying they.
Hold on,
I mean, it's a myth.
hold on, you said they froze his brain?
Yeah, like
Get
back
out.
brain.
It's a,
Get out.
you know,
Get out.
But I've been hearing that for a long time, like, since my
Come on,
childhood.
man. They
Like,
froze
they
his
gonna
man brain. We just
they're gonna bring
Jordan
my
Peele
business
just
back.
Jordan Peele dropped Get Out for a reason, cause it's like fuck you froze.
You gotta watch all that shit. All these, it ain't the only movie. A lot of these super movies and shit, people just don't be paying attention to like that. Like, you gotta keep it.
Say, give us one. What's another one?
Another one. I'm gonna give you one of my y'all seen nigga conspiracy theories. It's a movie. Y'all ever seen Watchmen?
Conspiracies.
Watchmen.
Yeah.
I've heard it.
It's
There's
it's
money in there. There's money in there.
Money in there, my brother.
Oh, my fault. I'm
You
tripping.
idiot.
That's the clip.
Yeah.
That's the clip.
I think you talking about the superhero Watchmen.
Yeah.
Not that one. It's another one with Vince Vaughn, the tall white dude from Wedding Crashers, the funny motherfucker always talking fast and shit. Him, I think it's Steve Carell. If not Steve Carell, Ben Stiller.
40-year-old version.
Ben Stiller, the other one. I be
Hey,
getting mixed up.
They do
Yeah, you know.
favor each other.
Oh, nah.
That long
I
ass
know
nose.
exactly what movie you talking about.
Yeah,
when
they
they
neighborhood watch.
Yeah,
they
I
neighborhood
seen
watch.
that shit.
So all of them and Jonah Hill and that shit too. Matter of fact.
Jonah
So
Hill
all of them
funny as
played
fuck.
as like neighborhood watching shit like that, and they noticed like a lot of people in their community was like acting real funny and shit like that. And come to find out, they was like aliens and shit like that.
Oh, you told me about this shit.
Not acting funny.
Yeah,
it
for
was
real.
different.
They was like aliens. At first, they was
I'm trying to
like,
remember what goddamn like how did they turn other people to aliens? It was
yeah. At first, they was like
They can turn you into an alien?
yeah, they was like taking
They
their
touch
body
you,
and
let
stuff
them
like
hit.
that.
I think if you let them hit, they
They like take over their body through like.
Yeah, it was like
yeah,
some sexual like, yeah, it was in this like it was some type of sexual act, so I don't have to worry about it.
So I'm saying,
I don't
They
know
more-
now,
they more so
shit.
took it like it wasn't really an option, but
Yeah,
they like took people's bodies.
this movie is sick.
So they were raped into being aliens?
Okay,
You
the
gotta
point.
go
Fuck
watch
that
it,
part.
man.
The point is.
Well,
we just trying to get the gist of
there
the
was like aliens and shit amongst us and shit like there's people that a lot of people is like really there's allegedly this reptilian
I
race
feel like there is.
under everybody, well not everybody but a lot of people
I mean,
amongst us.
I'm not gonna say how I feel about that.
And it's
You don't believe in aliens?
No, I definitely do.
Oh, I'm about
I
to say I do.
definitely.
but no about that reptilian race shit. Like,
I'm about to
it's
What is
say,
that?
I heard some shit about that. Like,
it's
I don't even want to talk about that shit.
I heard a couple of like theories
shit.
about how it's a
Yeah.
like reptilian
Like the
race
elites.
amongst us.
The elites.
Like lizard
Oh.
people.
Yeah.
Like for real, like
and
scales and
like
shit.
they're the
I mean, I've seen people with bats and rice.
Nah, nigga.
But
My
nah,
ex-
like these niggas.
This
are-
ain't that.
Yeah.
My sister
This
got
ain't
eczema.
These niggas are actually like, you know what I'm saying, green type shit. Like,
Yeah. And it's a show, I mean, it's just a cartoon, but it's a show on Netflix called
Yeah.
Inside Job. The whole show, the whole
Lord-
series is
The
completely
Lord
about
made a lot of
theories,
different types of things.
It's
so I'm not gonna
completely
limit his.
about conspiracy theories. And one of the episodes is about the reptilian race, like about that shit. Like, that's all they talk about the whole episode.
Man,
About that
listen,
reptile and
I was
shit
watching
like
some shit, bro. It was talking about the elites, and they were saying like the reptilian people are a group of. Man, I don't even want to talk about that shit because I'm not in my right mind to talk about it. You feel me? I
What's his
got all my
name?
information.
He
in
did an
front of me.
interview about it on Vlad. He what's dude played for the Lakers? He played with Kobe back in the day. It was in Bad Boys. Tall black
John
dude.
Sally.
John Sally. He did an interview about that shit. He was like, I'm not saying it ain't true, but he was like, it could be. He was like, that shit really might be real, like this reptilian race shit. 'Cause, somebody had asked him about what Vlad had asked him about.
I mean, it's like a pretty your body. It's not. I'm not going
With
to
all the technology they got out and all the shit they got out, like what these
Yeah. I ain't never heard about no reptilian race shit though. That's news to me. But like I said, I don't, you know. I know it's a lot of shit out there that I'm certain I don't even want to know about. So I don't really even. If it's out there, cool. I'm not fucking with it, and it ain't fucking with me. So we good. This shit is such a cool.
Man, what?
study so hard.
Come on, man. This shit is too
It's his
hard.
What can you do?
But nah, shit, I want to take this moment to give some shout outs real fast, you know what I'm saying? For some people in the area that's doing great things. Shout out to Vibes High podcast.
Yes,
They just had their
Mhm.
season finale last
Okay.
night. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Candy, Dez, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's them. The boys on Twitter.
Yeah,
yeah.
Aaron, shout out to all of them, you feel me? We salute y'all over here from the podcast.
I like that. They making another platform. Like,
Yeah, you
somebody
feel
talking
me?
shit. Talking about you can't do that shit on Twitter. That's the
Shit,
fuck.
you can
Yeah, she said they were saying that
Fuck.
somebody told her it's not a podcast.
They gonna fuck around and get verified off that shit.
Yeah, that shit hard. I like the concept of it, like, cause it's like a live thing, really. So you interacting with the people that's listening to it, but they still be having like a
Yeah,
good,
motherfucker,
you know,
you
good,
chime in
good
the
crowd,
crowd.
you know, good
I listened a couple
conversation.
times. I've
Right.
been listening.
I catch it when I can.
I
Right,
fuck with the
saying.
concept.
Man, if I'm
Man, I heard you on there last night.
if I'm
Come
We
on,
heard
man,
you on
yeah,
there last
come
night.
on, man.
I just got my
Gotta get
Twitter
my-
back, so y'all know I'm just
I
like
fuck with the
really.
concept. They really be going hard. They be on that shit Monday.
Yeah, man,
Monday
I
through
follow
Friday.
on Twitter, man.
They be on that shit Monday through
Oh
Friday.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we need to cut the TV off when Sean cut the
this
TV.
nigga is a coon.
On his fucking head, boy. The
Hey.
fuck?
Oh, go.
Good.
Man, y'all been seeing that shit.
I did
boy.
see it.
Oh, yeah, on this top, boy.
But yeah, and since we watching basketball, I wanted to give another. I wanted to give another shout out.
nigga do.
Cut me off again. We're going out.
Hey, we do need.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
We do need an episode about niggas meat riding around
We definitely do. But
here.
besides that, since we're on the subject of basketball, goddamn, shout out to Fly J, the daughter of the GOAT Camouflage. You feel me? She is a McDonald's All-American.
The only McDonald's All-American from the state of Georgia this year. Boy and girl.
Ooh, that's hard.
You know what I'm saying? And she's
Shut
from
it down.
little Savannah, Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
We got Hoopers down here.
She will be going to Louisiana State University, LSU, the second from the city after Tim Quarterman. Shout out to Tim. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, you feel me? Up in the sky, you know what I'm saying? My boy Rel, it's his birthday. Wish you was here to see this day, my boy, but you know what I'm saying? Enjoy this day for you, brother. Rest in peace. Continue to rest on. Shit. My boys got any shout outs y'all want to give?
No.
No.
Shit. Valentine's Day coming up. How y'all feel about that?
How you feel about Valentine's Day? I don't.
Another day.
I mean,
Well, I mean, we got two niggas in here.
I
What
was
I say,
gonna
we got
say
a date, so I mean,
Hey,
I know I'm gonna be waiting.
I got a date. You know what I'm saying? I was
I
waiting.
mean, I guess y'all boys
Yeah,
can't
Valentine's
y'all
Day.
can't really say too much about what y'all got planned.
I mean,
What y'all-
I
Niggas
know
be
what
in Canada.
Well, she already know.
On Valentine's. Niggas know they can be doing something on Valentine's.
Come
Day.
on, man. These niggas.
It's gonna be a bitch
these
expecting
niggas be
something.
Capped up,
From-
man.
They can be doing something.
Come on.
Who is
They
they?
gonna be going out something. Somebody gonna be
Who
something.
is they?
Oh,
I tell you and everybody else to mind your mother.
I fuck with that. Even if I didn't.
Fuck wrong with this nigga.
Anyway,
Shit, still just another day on the calendar to me. But don't get me started on that shit.
I mean, listen, goddamn. Like, all these holidays are, man, niggas. You still got
This would be our blood come up.
You still gotta, you know what I'm saying?
They got time to ruin it.
Enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy them. You know what I'm saying?
enjoy what?
The holidays?
Holidays.
How do you feel about Valentine's Day, Jay?
Oh, I mean, shit. I feel like bitch let me hear me deal with me, so it don't matter. Ain't nothing gonna change.
I'm surprised you even brought that shit up.
I just thought about it like February.
When is that shit? I literally
February.
every year I forget when
14th,
that shit
Monday.
is. I know it's like it'd be the middle of February, but I literally always forget when that shit is.
Valentine's Day falls on a Monday this year.
That's how you know you single.
Them hoes ain't gonna let you know different.
I ain't
It's
getting
more, it's a
shit.
day more for them. That's why I don't really
Yeah,
ain't no
those
shit.
days
You
got
got
down. Going to see goddamn Jock versus LaMelo.
That's
That's
all
hard.
good game.
So, yeah, I'm pretty
Young
excited
niggas
about
going
that.
hard.
That nigga Jock All-Star this year, Melo, you know what I'm saying? I think he in the Rising Star game this year. So,
You boys making some noise in Charlotte.
definitely. I want to say they're like number 6 or 5 seed in the East. Something like that.
Matt, you got any shout outs?
Alright.
So,
Shout out to my sister Brittany at Believe. Shout out to April with Cuss of Love Talk with Dogs.
Straight up.
Shout out to my boy Elijah, Shoe Plug. If you need shoes, he got you.
Come to money ready. Cause it's full sale, not home sale.
And callously, shout out to me. What's up?
Man,
Shameless
shout out
plug.
to
Shameless plug.
what you on season 2?
Season 2, halfway
Mhm.
done.
This your first time on our season 2, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bro.
Welcome, my brother.
Yeah.
This is like episode 5.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Say what's up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hello out there.
For the people who've only heard Max, never actually
Pod-
seen him.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a visual podcaster, but
It's like seeing Wade from Kim Possible for the first time.
Out of their element, you know what I'm
Shut
saying?
up.
Come on,
Wait.
man.
Out of his element.
But nah, I ain't even gonna front. I'm gonna say this on wax, you feel me? Because I called Matt and we talked about this, but you know what I'm saying? I really salute what you got going on over there, you feel me?
Hell yeah.
They told us in elementary school how far books can take us, you feel me? But your podcast is really showing it and giving people another way of thinking, you feel me? And I salute you and your brilliant mind, you feel me? What you got going on your platform, my brother, for real.
Definitely.
What made you go
Keep
like
doing
that
what you-
elementary?
Nah,
that's what they
like,
tell us.
you got, bruh, elementary, cause like, they tell
I'll
you
tell
that
you why.
first.
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
I got you. Okay, so for the readers out there, y'all remember Accelerated Reader Program? That was the number one incentive to get us to read. Because AR points.
Oh yeah,
Man, your
Man,
reading level was goddamn
You
so
trying to go to
important in
the party,
elementary
right?
school, cuz.
right.
And I mean, shit, I got books in my library like I got from elementary school. Harry Potter. That was the number one hypest book that I like really started me. So, like, man, listen, I think I feel about the podcast. I don't use the word legendary often, but y'all have definitely made your step in the city, and it's all gas, no brakes, and I'm just so fucking proud of y'all. Every single one of y'all.
Step by step. That thing with the book shit, cause like I was recently like thinking about your podcast. I was in my man cave and I was going through my little box, you know what I'm saying, with my goodies and shit. I found my favorite book when I was a little boy. It was like a Michael Jordan book, Salt in His Shoes, and I was like, boy, I'm about to give this shit to my son, like for real, like. Cause you were just saying you still got Harry Potter books from elementary. Like I really ain't even knew I still had that book. You know what I'm saying?
Books are another source of generational wealth. People don't really understand. Like you literally can pass. My dad has given me books. I plan when the time comes. I'm going
I ain't
to
even
get
gonna lie. My daddy gave me my first Bible, and it was his Bible. You feel me? So
I got
you know what I'm saying?
same. So I don't see no end for it. I was telling April the other day, like we're in season 2, halfway season 2, and I have yet to break past the G's in my library. Like, I'm going alphabetically. So as much as I'm reading, we're gonna always have some shit to talk about. So lock in, man. Like, it's really lit. So yeah.
No, it's definitely not your ordinary podcast. The concept of it.
Question, because you're an avid book reader. Have you ever read a book twice?
Crushing by T.D. Jakes. God turns pressure into diamonds. That's my all-time favorite book because it's an illustration of how winemaking go from the grape getting you have to grow and you get plucked from your vine. You have those situations that's gonna throw you. You gotta be fermented. You gotta be crushed under the vintner's footsteps. You're gonna have those moments where shit is gonna look so bleak. You don't know what's going on. But then God takes that time to ferment you. You gotta mature. You gotta take that time to get to that level that God needs you to be. And every wine has had to sit for a period of time before you can enjoy it as the wine is. Otherwise, it's just welches. But when it takes that time, God is using that time. If it seems like ain't shit going right for you right now, God might be fermenting you until something better comes. But we got to stop complaining. Oh man, woe is me, this shit ain't going.
See what you was supposed to
Stop giving up.
And I ain't even gonna hold you. Like I was talking to somebody in the barbershop the other day. I was like, bro, when I went to college, I took a college reading class, and that shit really changed my whole perspective on reading. Cause it's like, did you ever read a book twice? Like, bro, I used to in college, like the way I read a book before I went to college, to how I read a book afterwards. Like, nigga, I used to read chapters 3 times, cause I used to get something different every time I read that shit. And it's like you damn near gotta take notes when you read and type shit, cause your notes gonna help you understand that shit more too. So it's like, what you saying, you read that book twice, it's like, I know you got something different from the first and the second time, you feel me? So
it's like watching movies twice.
yeah.
For sure.
Right. Cause I say that shit about Power all the time. Like
All the time.
I watch Power episodes probably 3 times.
You know, you did that shit that day. You like, oh my, I just so
I
far.
watched
times.
this last episode, I watched that shit 3 times too.
But I always do that because of what he just said. Like you gonna see some shit, especially like nigga like me. I might fuck around and just be fucking around on my phone for a second. Oh shit, let me get back to the show. So or some shit, you know how shit be around here because it happens. So sometimes
so
you
much
get
shit going on around
So
you,
I gotta go back and watch the shit again because I know I probably missed some shit the first time I watched it, and then the third time is usually just because I just enjoyed this shit that much. But yeah, definitely pick up on shit that you didn't get the first time. So
I'm a one time.
I ain't never liked nothing that I read enough.
Yeah,
to
I'm a
read
one
it
time
twice.
with a lot of things.
Right.
But
I be trying to tell niggas who don't like reading, cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't like reading a lot of shit, but I read, you know what I'm saying, if it really piques my interest. But see, that's the thing, you gotta fucking Find some
shit right.
Right. I ain't gonna front. It's like I like reading a lot of autobiographies.
Yeah, I like the old shootout by Phil Knight.
How long you had that shit?
Speaking of Nike,
Man, listen. Goddamn, I read like cause I be reading that shit. I put it down cause go to work cause and probably won't pick that shit up for another week type shit. Like, cause that's how that shit be. Like, bro, I get into that shit for a little second, then I put it down, boy. It's too much other stuff going on. Like, to just sit down. Like, but I commend you on doing that shit. That shit take discipline, honestly. Like, you gotta enjoy it. You gotta find time. Like, you find time to do shit that you know what I'm saying, that matters to you. So reading really matters to you, and you sit down and actually read a 300, 400 page book type shit. Like, that's discipline, cuz, for real.
Hell yeah. Cam though, like, again, I see it in my head like a movie. So that's how I'm also able to go through books. Cause once I'm locked in on it, I'm like, ooh,
same.
go.
I
I
don't
read
know
a Will
stop.
Smith book. Great book.
What?
I saw it, and it didn't help that I know his voice, so I heard it in his voice. I know the audio book, it actually is him, whatever. It's just a fact, man. Like, you can.
He seems like a.
I feel like I need to start doing audio books.
You just said that.
Shit gonna put me to sleep.
I would.
No, that shit
You
gonna
talking
put me
about I
to sleep.
would?
That shit,
Get into it.
that shit will put me to sleep.
It'd be hard
Audio
to
books.
just sit and
Nah, I fuck with you. Gotta listen to it while you're driving. I listen to Jay Prince shit while I was driving. Like, when I used to drive around, I'd get in and turn on Jay Prince book.
Shit, that's when I be listening to podcasts and shit.
That was a pretty good book. Like, my wife hated it because she couldn't stand his voice. But
You did say that. You listen to Jay Prince book.
I mean, like, the way he talk like.
You talk like Maya Angelou.
Very slow. methodical.
I had a dream.
Boy, I'm about to cut that out, boy.
I
This
had
is
a dream.
Yeah,
about
nah,
that.
get us.
I fuck with Jay Prince, man. Nah, that book tough though.
Nigga said Jay Prince talk.
Hey, he kind of do though. Now that I think about it.
I mean, he done been around for a minute, so.
He has though.
It's the elder in your voice.
My edge.
It's a solid dude though, man. For real, for real. I read Andre Iguodala. Well, I ain't read it. I listened to Andre Iguodala.
He's another person that doesn't sound how he looks.
He sound like he weigh 140 pounds.
Not sound how he looks. Like
6'9", 240.
nigga sound like he worked for fucking Verizon answering phones all day. Cause like you
Not
see
the
this
call
nigga,
center.
this nigga 6'9", fucking 230. Nothing but muscle. What the fuck? You are not the nigga I talked to on the phone.
Man.
Yeah, that was me. No way.
Boy, you hit that shit on the head.
He did though.
How the fuck did you do that? This nigga been studying. You probably been studying Andre Iguodala.
Oh, bro. I fuck with Iguodala, cuz. I fuck with that man. You know, like I said, bro, I was an Iverson fan. So when that nigga first came into the league, he was with the Sixers. So, you know, right? I literally just watched the clip of them niggas just highlights of him throwing alleys to that nigga like, man, 30 minutes before we started recording.
I ain't gonna be in front. It was a 2K boy, like me and little bro.
I mean, Iguodala was
Man, listen,
cheat code on that
brother,
shit,
I
cuz.
swear for Lord, bro. It was,
Yeah.
I think it was a 2K with Chris Paul on it. I don't remember what number.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah,
They had on like
Chris
that
Paul was in
turquoise
the
on his
yeah.
jersey.
But nah, bro.
I've always said he's a poor man's LeBron.
When me and little bro was out of town, cause I swear for Lord, we'll always create players, goddamn, and put them on the same team, play a season type shit, bro. We picked the Sixers, cause Iverson was point guard. I played the 2, little bro played the 3. Iggy at the 4. And I think Dallas at the 5, cause bro, whenever we needed 2 points, cause we throwing an alley to Iggy, cause that nigga never missed an alley. I don't give a fuck who was in the hole, bro. That nigga catching that bitch.
That man was, like I said, back. I felt like he was always like a poor man's LeBron. Like, which
He do everything.
some people gonna hear that and be like, it's just like it's not disrespectful.
He do everything.
He's not LeBron, but
He's a finals.
if you fucking, you know, if your glasses a little blurry, you might mistake, you know, a time or two. Oh, what the fuck?
Nah, it's crazy though.
He done been around the league a long time too, though. Yeah. Even, you know what I'm saying, nigga really smart basketball player. But anyway, whatever the fuck we were talking about, niggas not sounding how they look. Audiobooks.
I was about to say shit. Even though we didn't read the book, you had the topic for the episode. It's crazy that we met Matt Hill and bruh got a book out, but
Larry Miller.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. He does have a book, which actually, when I was looking up, when we were talking about it, I really didn't too much focus on the name of the book because.
It's Larry Miller.
So Larry Miller is a chairman for the Jordan brand, which is a sub part of Nike. But yeah, he is chairman for Jordan brand and former Trailblazers executive. I forgot what he did at Campbell's and Kraft, but he was also a high-level executive in their companies as well. So last year, sometime it was around probably October 2021 or like November, sometime like that. He went public and let it be known that when he was 16, he killed somebody. He was in a street gang. He's from Philadelphia. And he in his 70s now. So he let it be known that when he was 16 years old, he shot a nigga dead. And he went to.
It's like first 48. That shit like first 48.
He shot a nigga
Dead. They found him in the corner. 12 pounds of drugs. Dead. Like, shit. I gotta watch this shit.
He was
Don't
shot.
touch the remote. Don't touch the remote. It's the
38 caliber bullet.
When they arrived,
What's
the chest?
Nah, this will tell you what state they in. What city they in? Memphis? Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
Goddamn
Tulsa,
Louisville,
New Orleans.
Louisville,
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
goddamn Atlanta.
Stupid.
But yeah, we was 16. He was in the street gang when he was in Philadelphia. And a couple weeks before he committed the murder, he said a friend of his was with them. They got in a fight with a rival gang. And a friend of his that allegedly had nothing to really do with none of the gangs. So I guess he was just like with one of them, and shit went down while he was around. So wrong place, wrong time type shit. But he got stabbed and he died. So the man was like, one day they was drunk and he had just got a 38 from his girl at the time and got the partners, and it was like, we see one of them boys to be with them niggas. We going, the first one of them we see, we gonna shoot him. So they seen somebody that they thought was one of the people that be with them, not even really sure, and he shot him, killed him. So he went to prison. The article I read didn't really say how many years he did for that crime, but it did mention that he spent majority of his years between ages of 16 to 30 in juvenile and in prison. So yeah, but he got out of prison when he was 30. Got his life together while he was in prison. Started working on getting his degree. He got a degree from Temple University. I forget what his degree was in when I don't even know if they mentioned that in the article when I was reading, but I know he got it from Temple. So when he got out, you know what I'm saying, he just kept his nose clean, did what he had to do, reinvented himself. That's one of the things I probably should read his book, because I really would love to hear. The article don't really go in depth to like what exactly he did.
What's the name of the book again?
I'm going to tell you right now.
No, man, might have a podcast about it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Matt, it's probably a book you might want to
Look and
read. The name of the book is.
I need that second Gucci book too.
Me too.
I keep forgetting about that.
Oh, you wrote another book?
Yep. I need that.
Y'all think he
Oh, yeah,
a
good.
little more about Pookie Low?
I read the first one.
Oh, the name of his book is called Jump. So yeah, it's a memoir called Jump.
I still want to read Mellow book.
Mellow who? LaMelo. I mean,
Carmelo.
Yeah. I hate that niggas be calling him, yeah. But anyway, so when he got out, he applied for a job with a company, big company, and he was honest with the guy about the fact that, I just did, X amount of time in prison, X, Y, and Z. And Buddy told him, like, shit, that I had this letter, offer everything ready for you, but now that you told me that, I can't get it to you. So he was like, after that, like, man, shit, I ain't telling no more.
You sounding like me, man, being too honest to the fault.
After 5 years on the job application over the ads, ain't it? Like in the past 20 years.
That's what it said in the article. It was like, so when he had his interview with Campbell, and they asked, like, they were like, have you been, arrested or whatever for anything in the last 5 years, or charged, convicted felon, anything in the last 5 years? He was like, no, like, shit, not in the last 5 years I haven't. So I wouldn't lie. So, you know, he got in, he was straight, and he just like, man, shit, I'ma just not tell you about this shit. Like, I don't want this shit to really blow back on me and mess up nothing else I got going on. So he was able to, you know, just get other good jobs. Like I said, he had high executive position with Campbell Soup, Kraft, and then he was, what was he, the president for the Trailblazers at one point in time. And then, like I said, now he's the chairman for Jordan Brand since like 2012. Yeah, nah, that's why I said I definitely want to read his book because I would love to hear what exactly he had to do something else. Like,
Hey man.
like,
Yeah, like you said, what was his major? I need to
like what did you do to, you know, reinvent yourself? Because that's a pretty damn good comeback story. But so that man said after all these years, man, that shit just been eating him up. Like he really, you know, it's a burden on him because he feel like it's something he ain't really been honest with his family about. Like none of his close peers, and his close peers are people like the fucking commissioner of the NBA and Michael Jordan and Phil Knight and you know, this nigga said, you know, in the article talking about how he got invited to a dinner by Bill Clinton and he was nervous to even accept it because like shit, they run his background check like shit, what if that shit pop up type shit. He was like, you know, the shit got accepted, but he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just sick of living like that type shit. Like one of his
You know, killed the nigga. Me too.
come on down. Plenty of them. Shit.
Just one?
That's bombing in Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
Me.
I trust him. He only killed one.
These niggas.
Hey, man, I don't want you around me if you don't have at least one.
Great
of them.
time.
That nigga Bill said, every nigga in this room got a body. Why'd you think we invited you? Come on. You fit right in, buddy.
Oh, shit.
Okay, it said, I'm sorry, it said Larry Renner had a accounting degree.
Okay. So,
Look at you.
yeah.
It was, I had to look it up.
Yeah.
It was gonna bother me.
So,
Tap me like that.
nasty, man. So that nigga was just like, bruh, at a certain point, he felt like it was stopping him from doing stuff he wanted to do in the community. Like, he felt like he was just kind of keeping too low. Or actually, well, he wasn't. He was actually thinking to himself, like, nigga, you tripping. Like, you got all these big, crazy jobs.
Right.
You're a murderer. Like, you're a murderer. Like, somebody, like, bro, he would be somewhere and somebody would be like, hey, aren't you that guy? Like, I just get nervous. Think somebody about to be like, aren't you that guy? Shut that up. Like
That's
my
not
nephew.
funny. That's not funny. You shouldn't think like that. Like,
I mean, but that was
that's
his
how he
reality
was
because it
thinking.
was like, man, I just
Chill on the
walking
conscience.
around with this secret. Even though I done served my debt to society, it's not something I'm like, people really know about me. So folks just be around me, but they have no idea, like, the kind of guy I used to be type shit. So, yeah. He was just saying how he wanted to it stop him from doing shit with at-risk youth. Even though he actually wasn't an at-risk youth. He came from a two-parent household. His daddy worked, his mama worked. He just said he felt like he wasn't getting enough respect, so he started gangbanging.
Gangbang.
Yeah.
Smoking that smoke.
Okay. Doing that, dude.
Gangbanging.
What was that fucking Smokey Robinson?
Smokey Robinson, that bullshit.
Banging.
Bangers to come out with that damn shit.
Giving up. Oh.
So, but that's some crazy shit though. Like,
I mean, so would y'all
to be a nigga in America and to actually have success.
I'm about to say, would y'all not do the same thing? If y'all was here shooting?
I mean,
Well, same thing as food.
if I was able to get out and have a second chance at life,
Would I write a book about it?
I mean,
I would not.
no,
I would not do
nigga, would you not tell the truth?
When he told it in the book? I thought you said
40 years later.
Oh, I thought he initially told it in the book and people just read it.
No, he just came out with the book like last year.
Oh.
This shit happened, like I said,
So he told
he's
niggas
70
and
something
wrote the
now. This shit happened when he was.
I mean, he probably told him in the interview, but like, it's like probably detailed.
I thought he wrote the book, niggas read it and found out like that.
Oh.
So
If
he
y'all
was
ever be
going
wrong,
around
y'all hear me tell Jay he don't listen to shit. You know?
He was going around telling niggas.
Anyway.
Telling niggas.
No, nigga. He told the first person that was about to give him like the kind of job he was looking for after he got out of prison about it, and they bucked on the job. So after that, he was like, I'm not telling nobody else about this shit.
I'm saying, would you tell your job, like...
Now here 40 years later that he's, you know, fucking millionaire and it doesn't really matter anymore.
What's the fucking point?
It was on his conscience.
Right. For him, he just felt he wanted to clear his conscience.
Like, he just wanted to.
He didn't want to keep walking around.
He told the rep it was out of bounds on him, basically.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. It's like shit. Like that's just some shit. Like,
I mean, you already went to prison for it. It's not like you got away with it.
It's It's not like you kill somebody and like, oh, nobody knows
But like
how
you
to
said,
somebody.
it was a comeback story. Like he wanted people to look at it like, bro, like
You can do anything
I
from
did
here.
this,
I
you
can understand
feel me? I
that.
got out of jail.
He
You feel me?
was-
I mean, if I'm him, I'm not telling the jobs for sure that kind of
Heard
shit.
that.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not telling them shit. Like, no. If I actually had a chance to reinvent myself the way he did,
You know, I ain't telling my
mom's the word with me, man. I ain't
God.
telling them boys shit. Like, what they don't know won't hurt. So, but that's a miraculous comeback story, though, to be able to, you know, run it up like that after going to prison. Any black and American to do that, like, that's pretty raw. That's pretty hard.
No small shit. All right,
No.
Matt. Would you detach your penis or no?
What?
What?
Would if you had the choice?
Would I detach my penis?
Yes. If it was detachable, would you leave it at home,
It's
or would
on
you
me.
keep it on you?
Keep that thing on me.
See, man, all the real niggas saying keep it on you, bro. I don't know what y'all on.
Y'all
Niggas,
like y'all penis?
they'll leave it at the house.
He think he gonna have it on him. April 8th. Put that back.
So where you
Hey,
going?
hey, where you going with that?
The poke
Bring that back.
No, come here.
Because
Bring that-
she would be able to touch her vagina. So what kind
See,
of crap is that?
that was Jay said.
They
If
not,
you had a girl, y'all should be able to swap.
I'm not swapping
Shit.
shit.
I mean, not swap. I meant not swap it out. I meant like if she gonna keep yours at the house. I meant.
Nope. I don't like it. I don't like the conversation. It's a horrible scenario.
This is awesome on Iceberg.
This is totally off script. I didn't know we were sliding this in
We
there.
ain't got no script. We ain't got no script.
Fucking crazy.
Definitely off script.
I didn't know he was about to say that.
I've been asked some shit in my life. That one.
I thought we were leaving this on that episode.
That might be a running question. Niggas
I guess it's good to get
be fucked up by that. But hey,
It's on me.
keep that motherfucker on me. But yeah. Wow. I'm sorry.
Wait, you see? Or
I'm sorry.
I added it last week. And,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
He asked. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
and all hell broke loose.
Welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, if Larry Miller made it, anybody can make it. He was a nigga.
And still made it.
And look at him. He's the head of fucking. He's one of the reasons Jordan brand is a successful brand today.
Exactly.
That's America for you.
You need to stop making this so
But-
hard to get these motherfuckers.
That man was like he trying to Jordan had like $100 million they supposed to be donating towards like social justice and social reform. So some of that money is supposed to be going towards like the programs that was around that helped him get his degree and shit while he was in prison, trying to like reinstate shit like that. Because he was thinking, he feel like folks deserve a second chance. Like, you fuck up while you're young, or not even while you're young, you do some shit. Once you serve your debt to society, you deserve a chance to have a life again without, without the boy still punishing you for shit. Like, you done served your debt, so shit, you shouldn't still be
Reform is needed.
being chastised for some shit you done paid for already. But yeah, I thought that was interesting because
I definitely be leaving fellas out to dry.
man, like I said, that's America for you. Like,
And you black? You
Boy.
that's two strikes.
Y'all think y'all life book worthy?
Yes.
Like what?
Yes.
Not yet.
I mean,
I would say probably by the time I'm 30. I
It
think
would
that's
make
a good.
good
I think that's a good
interesting-
book.
I'm knocking on it.
it would make an interesting
Yeah,
story, but it's
that, but yeah.
my life's not controversial enough. People like people
Oh,
like
okay.
Ah, you say
don't
your
say
book's
like-
too
my
safe.
life's too,
But I'm saying like,
Boring book.
it was it was here and there.
if you had the opportunity to write a book, what would you write a book about? Not only just being about your life, but what would
Anything?
You, yeah, like if you had to write a book about anything, what would you?
Life of a preacher's kid.
PK.
Life of a PK.
You know the
for
title?
sure.
I had
Don't judge a book.
I fuck with it.
You done. You done.
Shit, I'm a
before.
preacher's kid.
Hmm?
That is a preacher.
If I had to write a book about something, what would I write a book about?
They need to put that.
What did they say? Don't judge a book like that.
I would write a book about
We got the
being.
wheels turning.
Amen.
Stay tuned.
If I had to write a book about something, I would write a book about how I love and hate people. The dualities of a real introvert.
I love it.
This nigga's a psychopath.
I love it.
The ins and outs of. That's about how I love it. I love y'all niggas, but I hate y'all. Man.
Nah,
Hey,
like
but I feel like
That's-
that'll be a
hey,
good
man.
read. Honestly, I'm like, because I know he's not the only person that feel like that.
Hell no.
I
Hell
know
no.
he's not the only person that feels like that.
Damn,
Bart.
I don't know what my book could be about. Never
yeah, I might say he'll never tell.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna be no audio.
He'll write a book full of cliffhangers. Everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck? What happened?
One page.
What happened?
One page chapters just.
He gonna
leave
tell
you
you.
on.
He gonna lead you up to all the juicy moments that in the week after that.
Next chapter.
Chapter 4. He gonna do this the whole book. Then to the end, you give him a goddamn lame ass ending.
I wouldn't think such and such.
I want to thank my mom at the end. I'm like, nigga, I know damn well.
I read all the way to the end of this for this.
Yes.
Hated you.
You did.
Part 2 coming soon.
Never tell the sequel. Nah, next time.
Still ain't telling.
Next time I'm gonna tell y'all for
Still
real.
ain't telling.
Get the next one for all the parts that you missed.
Still ain't telling.
Oh, shit.
What's your boy?
I'm asking y'all shit, and I don't be thinking about it. I just be asking that shit.
I mean, that's a good question.
My head,
Yeah.
But nah, like,
They can't mind for me.
Those would sell. Good title.
I like it.
I don't know. I think my shit might be a short book, like, just to be or not to be, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the pressures of just being, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything, like, you want to be or what society wants you to be type shit. Like,
Out of bounds. I like that shit. Your shit can be like out of bounds. Like they play on the basketball, but then it plays on like just life. You pushing the limits on life and shit. That's
yeah.
all.
And it's like I already told people, like, like when I was in high school, I started looking at my life like a basketball game. You feel me? Like I'm a point guard my way through life and control what I can control, but at the same time, you feel me? Try to be in control of this shit as much as I can, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, point guards are more than likely the coaches on the floor, so they gotta lead in most situations, you feel me?
You gotta be able to see your floor too.
And you gotta be able to be a team player in all situations, you feel me? Because, you know what I'm saying? Not only you matter, you feel me? The people around you that's doing this shit with you matter as well, so shit. Gotta take heed.
That's all.
But it's like at the same time, like, yeah, like, just, I don't know, like, life is filled with pressure, bruh.
Jay. This nigga Jay had wrote a book. His shit'd be funny. That nigga's life is hilarious.
But
Never
outside
tell your story.
of autobiography, what would you write a book about?
Why can't you be autobiography?
I'm saying though, outside of that was the question to all y'all.
Oh. I mean, nah, my autobiography wouldn't be that interesting yet. Cause I ain't like
autobiography. What would I write? Definitely about remaining player. I would
I was gonna say something.
probably call the whole book just remaining player. Remaining
That's
player.
that's great.
It's not even just about you.
A manual? Is it a handbook?
Like
Instructions?
It's like the player's guide.
Like a
Right.
Robert Greene type book.
not
Mastery
guys.
type.
Just do's and like do's and don'ts.
Frank, I listened to Iceberg Slim book on YouTube, like, and it was a pretty good book. Huh? Oh,
Iceberg Slim a pimp.
definitely.
And what he was expressing.
It was basically about, you know what I'm saying, his time in the pimp game and how he had to make a big play, you know what I'm saying, and use this female to basically make that shit happen so he could make his exit from the game, you know what I'm saying, like, and he was talking about how he had to break that female, like, he basically talking about how to break a bitch, like, for real, like,
Is enough.
like,
Nah,
like,
stop.
you laugh, like, you're laughing, but, bro, like, this real shit, cause, like, that man was a real live pimp.
He said it's like when he taught you how to, he had to break a bitch.
Like, I really didn't want to say it, but it's like,
It is what it is,
yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? He
Happens.
basically, you know what I'm saying?
Bitches get broke every day, B.
The same thing. It's like,
Every
it's like breaking in the horse.
Sometimes you do it on accident. You don't know.
When you breed horses and they get down, I mean, I'm not referring to women as horses. I'm
You call
not.
them
It's
worse.
a reference. I'm just making.
Yeah.
But when they like get these wild horses and they catch them and shit like that, they gotta break them in, before they ride them and stuff. So
That's a wild process.
It's a
too.
mental thing, like for
They
real.
be beating them horses' ass.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's more
like,
physical with them.
That's kind of. It was like he was physically and mentally.
They don't always just abuse them now.
The horses? Shit.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Praise.
I'm about to say you calm
Them
down.
niggas
now.
take
Calm
that
down.
stick. Let that horse not do them niggas.
Whip or some shit.
Let that horse not do what they tell them to do. Right outside the fucking.
Oh my god.
The podcast does not
Oh no.
condone.
I ain't racing
either
horses.
We
I
got the
just
horses.
have heard. Hey man, I'm from Garden City. Niggas around there got horses, alright. So
I just went outside. 32
I know
days.
niggas that have broken horses. That's all I'm saying. And I've heard about the process, and it's not pretty. Niggas have gotten hurt themselves. That's why they be having that stick. Cause
Really?
nigga, you know how big a fucking horse is.
Well, a lot of people don't know.
Chick your ass to sleep, boy.
Our biggest fuck, like.
Horse will kill
Chick
you.
your ass to y'all when I mean to
I
sleep.
forgot what movie I was watching. That shit, that's for real.
Should chick your ass.
One of my
Slap to the gate.
For real, one of my brother uncles got kicked in the leg. Like,
In the leg?
Ooh, I almost got kicked in the leg or
He
horseback
still don't
riding.
walk the same to this day. And that was like before I was born.
Yeah,
I got
man.
kicked in the leg.
I bet. Nigga.
Y'all niggas ever picked up a horseshoe?
Yeah.
Imagine goddamn like five, like I don't know how much pounds of force coming behind that.
Ton.
All the horsepower.
Ooh,
That shit kick you in the head, you're out of here.
Oh yeah, you too. A nigga box you in the temple the right way, you out of here. So a horse
Nigga
kick to the
gonna
head.
wake up in the pearly gates with a fucking horseshoe imprint on his face. Like, God damn, boy. What? Never mind, I see.
Nigga,
You caught the bad end of a horse. You caught the bad end of a
Ain't your
Clydesdale.
mom ever told you don't walk behind when
You
they
spooked them. You spooked them, didn't you? You spooked them.
Some shit be at the South Carolina parade. Some shit be
Yeah.
running wild.
Nah, boy.
Man, listen, boy. That's one thing we talked about St. Patrick's Day, boy. That's one thing I remember about it, boy. That horse piss used to be strong as
Yeah.
a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah,
that shit
yeah,
hard.
shit.
Oh my lord, boy.
Shit, bitch, they gonna piss by the gallon.
Boy, what?
That shit a mile away.
Boy, listen, boy, them big ass puddles, you be seeing.
You know that shit when you
ain't no
smell it too,
alcohol,
you like,
bro, like.
That shit, they smell like bleach and ammonia
Hey!
together. They set out for like 3 days.
Hell no.
Yeah, it's god awful. But yeah, man. What we just talking about? Writing a book about breaking bitches. Sit you
It's
want
about-
to
what's
talk
about
about
lions?
animals?
That's not what I
What's
said.
about the
Sit
lions?
you want to talk about animals?
What niggas come here and put words in my
Alright.
mouth. I said nothing about breaking bitches.
He said he was right.
Yeah, I definitely did try to
Like,
Go play
What
it,
I'm
guys.
saying, so
That is much more to do with just bitches when it
So
comes to
Absolutely.
you saying a
That
guy?
is-
You saying a guy?
Self-love.
Like, you know
I don't
what I'm
believe
saying?
you should break them at all.
How to stay out your feelings, basically.
Yeah, how to stay out your feelings. It's a time for everything. You know, it's just remaining calm in a lot of situations when you know you felt like you've been done wrong. You gotta remain player, keep that shit pushing. You know what I'm saying? Cause you gotta bite the bullet a lot of times. But you know what? This ain't my bitch, so hey.
I think
Or,
they
you know what I'm
should-
saying? Like, this ain't my time, or this ain't my
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. A lot of times you gotta look at it, either this ain't my
Yeah,
bitch,
come
or
around.
I done did this bitch a lot worse, or like at the end of the day, nigga, you ain't perfect, so just let it go. So hey, remain player. Keep
I
that
think
shit going.
that's a good message to end it on.
Keep it playing or keep it pushing.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We try our best to keep you all entertained over here at the podcast. I hope you all enjoy. Jay Tona, drop your new Twitter so these fans can tap in with you, my boy. You know what I'm
Jay
saying?
Tona, one of
Don't try him with that racist shit, man. Crush your ass.
He ain't scared to get banned again.
Go back.
Go
back.
He ain't afraid to go back.
I'm in the Twitter jail.
Let me out. Don't think I'm scared to go back
Them
in.
folks know me, and
They
they.
know me in it. I'm good anywhere. I am good anywhere.
Hey, but nah, goddamn, this has been another episode of the podcast.
Sir.
We got your boy Never Tell, Cambino. Matt, we appreciate you for checking
Yes,
in.
sir.
Always a pleasure.
Y'all make sure y'all go check in with the O2 Lit podcast and his platform. You know what I'm saying? They stay lit over there. You know what I'm saying? All that. And shit, y'all stay up, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
I on the head, boy. I'm hard.
yeah. It was an hour.